And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice Brawl. Here's MegaShadowFist, second video, second commentary. And I'm somewhat stuck. Or am I? No, I think I kind of am. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm stuck. Because I am stuck. Interesting. I just cheated again and I looked at the freaking, I just cheated again and I looked at the, walkthrough because I'm an idiot. And, you know what? This is gonna be rather interesting. You guys are gonna be rather surprised about this. I can't believe I forgot to do this. Let's go to Kudine Village. Let's go to Move. Let's go to, Hotti Clinic. Hey, you know, how's it going, Dr. Hotti, quote unquote, if that's your real name? There's something very important I forgot to ask you. Are you aware that I'm a lawyer? What's this? I'm a lawyer right now. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in on a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Wow, who'd have thunk? Wow, you have to be a real grade A detective to not be able to figure that out. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on, I'll give you some information. Something real information, okay? I'm actually this clinic. See, I like this place's walking dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia. Or you could say living Wikipedia, whichever you prefer. Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, hottie patients. I just want to get... Okay. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Clearly you don't. Yeah. How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Oh, anyway, you want to know about Miss Any-Mini, right? Miss Any-Mini? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really, especially very well. This guy. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and go to talk and see... Yep, here we go, Any-Mini. Please tell me about what you know about Any-Mini. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right. She was transferred here from the General Hospital. This was... Why are they playing the, They're playing the cross-examination music right now. This was... Yes, a year ago. She was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah. She was injured, not ill. With my trained eye, I could see. Yup, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around and round in bandages, and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. They're scary, yes? Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swear it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Dare I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? Oh no, I don't want to talk to this guy anymore. I hate him. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Annie's operation? Yes, Miss Annie's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad, very bad. Was it really that bad? Yes, it was a good thing that Miss Annie had a picture of herself. I heard that picture was how they put her face back together. Picture. That girl, she had just gotten her license, so she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So, see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes, well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics? Oh, wait. What? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has lots of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure! My treasure! Precious! What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to ask. It probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. License photo added to the court record. Alright, the accident, please. So you looked up information on Annie's accident, correct? Yep, sure did. Yes, I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes, hold on, I'll get to it. I'll get it for you. The article, I mean. Huh? You have it? Well, you don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max. But I bet I could learn about how to stay on elite from this guy. Ah, here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Annie was in the passenger seat. The passenger seat, huh? And dozing off, or so it says. I wonder who was driving if that were the case. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Annie fought with the door, finally got it open, and somehow managed to get away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the court record. Wait a minute. That's interesting. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Annie had a surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yeah, so it wasn't. So was I. So how was I? I was real help, wasn't I? Yes. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, well then, I'll be getting back to my room then. Excuse me, tell Miss Annie I said hi, okay? Yes. It's time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. Okay, let's check the court record real quick, because there are a couple things I want to look at first before we continue. Let me look at newspaper clipping 1. 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died in malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Our article is about the car accident. Touch the check button for details. Okay, this is Highway of Nightmare. May 24th, late last night, two women's car crashed into a highway center divide. One of the women was not able to escape the flaming wreckage and died at the site, which would be Annie's sister. Ongoing investigation has revealed that the driver had fallen asleep at the wheel. Interesting. Miss Annie Minnie holds an interview about crash. I was really tired and I dropped off to sleep. Then there was this crash and I woke up in a huge sea of flames. I was still half asleep. And I opened the right door and got out. I don't remember anything else. Doctor lurking in the shadows? If Miss Annie Minnie is to be believed, the one driving the car was her sister, Mimi Minnie. Mimi Minnie was a nurse at Gray Surgical Clinic where 40 patients were accidentally overdosed to their death. Is this then just a mere coincidence? Coincidence? I think not. But we got a couple other new things, right? Just one other thing. Let's Annie's photo of her driver's license. Director Hotti's treasured possession. I hope we never see that guy again. I'm sure that we will. I am definitely sure that we're going to see him again. I don't want to see him again, but whatever. June 21st, Kudine Village. Hey, how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? You ain't looking so well. Yeah, so earlier that old granny called the cops. Huh? The cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. You have anything else to talk about, Lotta? Yes, you actually have a couple new things. But honestly, I tell you, that granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It's always start out small, you know. Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it's turned into, a murder. That's what. Yeah, what a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Huh, really? Well, it's old news to everyone else in the world. Of course. Well, excuse me, princess, for not keeping up with the gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master. Annie Minnie. Do you know where Annie is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not too long ago. She's hanging around the garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I've got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. Alright, let's go to the Master. So I hear the Master has always been the oldest daughter. The oldest daughter? Turns out that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister. Oh? They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. So said all sort of things to her, like she's the oldest and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the Branch family, I reckon. Interesting. Thanks for that useful information, Lotta Heart. And with that, I'm going to save. Oh no! That was a bit of an over-exaggerated reaction, but I don't care. Save, yes. Let's get them on. For some reason, for like half a second, I was like, when I hit no, I thought that it was going to be like, yeah, you lose. Now you're never going to save again. I don't know why I thought that for like half a second. Let's go to Wright and Company offices just real quick. See if Phoenix has anything to say. Nope. I don't know. Just because I don't want to miss out on any dialogue chains. Let's go back to Kudain Village. Move. Meditation room, Wright and Company law offices, detention center, Hotti clinic. Oh yeah, let's go to the meditation room. That's where I was going. We'll talk to Morgan Fane later. Right now, our main focus is Miss Any Mini, Winding Way. June 21st, Faye Manor, Winding Way. Hey, like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what's with that scary look on your face? Let's talk real quick, Eddie. Just, I'd like to get to know you a little bit more before I interrogate the living shit out of you! Nope, doesn't look like I have anything to say. Alright, now it's just time to interrogate you. Don't worry, and trust me, I'm not that creepy guy from the Hotti clinic. I'm a professional. I'll stick to business as usual. Okay, so we've already seen this before, so I'm not going to bother doing a dramatic reading of it, because, well, we've already seen it before. So, blah, 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 blah. How about you? Another person's accident? Like who? I don't know. How about your own accident, Miss Any Mini? If that's your real name. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I can prove that you were in an accident. How about this, Missy? Ha! Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Any Mini holds interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Wait. What now? That's not me! Huh? I mean, this person has, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Any Mini, is, pretty common. Oh yes, I'm sure it is. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Mini, is in here too. Totally, wow. What a scary coincidence. I'm totally getting, goosebumps. You think I'm going to let you get away with that? So, now what? Do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Oh, I don't know. How about your gosh darn freaking license photo? How about this? This is your proof. What's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So, there was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. This photo looks a lot like you. That creepy fake director! I knew it! Now are you ready to tell me about the accident? Wait a sec. Okay, so I was in an accident, sure, but that's totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And that woman who died, who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could... Oh, What? Why is this even an option? Come on! Like, who's gonna mess this up? Like, you see how much of a patience meter you would lose for getting this wrong? That's this game's way of telling you, hey, if you get this wrong, you're a freaking idiot. Well, excuse me, I shouldn't call people who get this wrong an idiot. I should say, you're freaking slow. Present. I believe it was your sister, Mimi. Mimi? You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. There we go! Boom! You just got wrecked! Unlock successful. Now you got nearly a full bar. That's interesting how this works. Alright, now, Miss Any Mini, would you care to explain anything about the traffic accident that, happened a year ago, on May 24th to be exact? May 24th, 2016! Because this game takes place in 2017. I wonder, actually, now that I think about it, was there any... Anyway, yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. Wait a minute. I just thought of something here. What if this isn't actually Any? What if this is actually her No, that would be kind of... But what if... I'm gonna hold on to that thought. I was thinking, what if this is actually Mimi? And she just... I don't know, maybe I'm just... Anyway. And your sister? I, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. That just randomly popped into my head because technically she could have gotten her face reconfigured any way that she wanted, right? So what if this actually was Mimi and it was Any who died? That would be interesting. Dr. Gray. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? But then again, you would think that they would have done like a DNA match, and that's how they would have identified it as Mimi, right? I think so. So maybe I'm just being full of shit. I think that's the case. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give Any a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me, actually. I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to... You notice that her diction suddenly just changed? I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. You notice the music is... Alright, Any Mini. Are you sure you're Any Mini? Are you sure you're Any Mini? Or maybe you are. And why did you suddenly stop using every 2 seconds? Alright, I can't do anything right now, but I'm willing to bet that if I leave and then come back, you're gonna be gone, right? Let me go to the side room real quick, huh? Alright, bye, Any. Alright, now let me just go back to Winding Way real quick. Just... Oh no, she's still here. Alright. I know you're up. Why are they playing all the music that you hear in the courtroom all of a sudden? They don't normally play this outside of the courtroom. Alright, let's go to Channeling Chamber. What? Alright. To the precinct then. That's where I'm gonna go next. Kudine Village. June 21st, Kudine Village. Looks like something's up. But what could be up? Stop! Stop! Leave my mother alone! Ow! Hey, hold on, okay, pal? I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please let me go too! No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But... don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look, it's a real... God dang it, Detective! Detective, do not upset me further! I'm sorry. God damn it, Gumshoe. Poor Gumshoe, being dragged up by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Mother! Alright, what do you have to say, Pearl? Morgan. Mother! This has never happened before! Pearls. Mr. Nick! I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, right? Anything. I'm terrible at this. Alright, what do you have to say? Maya. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her! Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you to be by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Ugh. I was gonna head over to the precinct anyway. I should call it the detention center. Some people are probably gonna get really annoyed by me calling it the precinct, but whatever. The detention center, if you please. June 21st, 6:38 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. It's Mia again. Mia! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow, whether Maya is found guilty or innocent. It's a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm going to get the last piece of information I need. Sure, I welcome you to try. Alright, let's go ahead and talk first before we do anything. The murder. Mia. Yes? Mia, you know something, don't you? About the real murder, I mean. I knew it! Oh, I mean, of course I knew it. We all knew that. If you've been paying attention, you would know it too. Why do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your research, or reasoning. Yeah, a battle of wits against Mia. Oh boy! But if we win, that means that the student will become the master. Wouldn't you agree? Alright, Miss Mia Fey. How's it going? The murderer. Phoenix. You think I'm hiding information about someone from you? Isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. Well, the obvious answer would be Maya, correct? I don't see who else you'd be protecting. Maya, of course. Present. I think you're trying to protect this person? Phoenix, don't let me down like this. I'm sorry. Maya's life is on the line. Concentrate harder. What? I mean, who else would you be protecting? Maybe me. Mia's especially strict today. Oh, what about her sister? So, have you gathered your thoughts? Or, not her sister, I mean her uncle, or aunt. What? Okay, it's either maybe Pearl Faye? Maybe herself. I don't know. Okay, nope, nothing there. You know, I'm willing to take risks because I think if I get it, because like if I can take this down, I can. Only other people I can think of are maybe Morgan, Amy, and herself. All right, let's go with Morgan first. No, I'm gonna go with Mia first. Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, then... Alright, what about Morgan Faye? Okay, I should have gone with that first. Morgan Faye, of course. There's no one else you would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but... While the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion onto my aunt. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to go back to evidence. Guide map, newspaper clipping, folding screen, black key. Gunpowder. No. Ooh, that's... Do I have the information that I need for this? Show me some evidence that would cast suspicion on me. I don't know what... like, this is all... We have to be here, so I have to have all the evidence that I need, right? This wouldn't have happened otherwise. Okay, so... What about the key? My evidence is this black key. The key to the whole crime. At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the Center Garden. You're right. There's only one person who could have done that while I was busy calling the police. The person taking care of Maya, Morgan. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? When did the key find its way into the incinerator? It could have happened long after the murder happened. Long after? Someone could have found the key somewhere and dumped it into the incinerator. But that prosecutor would use something this small to shred your case. Do you have something other than just the key to cast suspicion on Morgan? Okay, so that was part 1. What else? The clothing box? That seems a little silly. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna try it just because. Sure. Nope, that's incorrect. Phoenix, we don't have any time left. I haven't even said anything yet. You can't pin my aunt as a murder with one piece of evidence alone. Do you have something other than just the key to cast suspicion on Morgan? Can I go to profiles? A member of the branch. She is the mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl. No. Okay. Nope. Okay, I'm just getting absolutely destroyed here. It's getting a little ridiculous. Okay. Like, I don't know. I thought it was worth a shot at least. She was... I presented her profile because I was like, because she's a member of the Branch family? Maybe... I don't know. What else? What else is there? Cloth scrap? Okay, it worked, sure. Okay. I thought about this, but I overlooked it because I thought that might have been a little silly. Sometimes I have to trust my instincts. Sometimes this is the other piece of evidence that points to Morgan as the culprit. I also found this in the garden incinerator. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. But this piece may not even be from Maya's costume. But this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both the key and this piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Actually, I think Maya's voice is just a little bit deeper than Mia's, which it should be the other way around, but whatever. Which means that this piece of cloth was part of Maya's costume. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But there is only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. Alright. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. Okay, so she's trying to hide this stuff because she's trying... I get it now. She's just... Well, I gathered this a long time ago, but the only reason that she's hiding information is because she wants to test me to see if I have the right information to... Really, so that we can save her sister. Obviously, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me, but I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? First of all, she would need a hiding spot, correct? Such as the clothing box. Maybe. Oh, this is for all the marbles too, it looks like. Oh, so that means that it must be really obvious. It must be really obvious, so... Okay, well, a knife? She would need a weapon? Oh, jeez. An alibi? I don't know. Sure. Nope, that's incorrect. No idea. Just throwing things out now. No idea. Just throwing things out now. And you were so close too, Phoenix. Yeah. There is no way my aunt would have done it herself. So thinking logically, where does that leave you? Should be easy for you to figure out. So if Morgan couldn't have done it herself, then... Come on, Phoenix. Think. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what did she need? She would need an alibi. She would need a person. So... A right-hand man, if you will. There we go. I wanted to present this, but, you know, me just doubting my first thoughts because, I don't know, they just seem too out of the box. Any Mini. She's the answer to the final question. Which means that my aunt and Any Mini were in cahoots! We're in cahoots, I should say. That was definitely not me who said that. Unlock successful! We have half a thingy here. I'm really bad at these psych lock things. Alright, the murderer. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. The person would have to know a lot about Fey Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Any Mini is involved somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Any. Mia doesn't have a clue either, huh? Then there is only one possibility. Huh? Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother, she is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? My... Phoenix? Come on. Seriously? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother? Why would she bring her up? Why would she bring her up now? With the D7 incident. Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. To be continued. Yay! I guess we can at least start the court case before we end off the recording session. What if I chose no? Yes, let's save, of course. That sounds pretty much similar to the first game. It's just that I think that they did different instruments. June 22nd, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Nick? Yeah? How did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18, just like me? Yeah. Why? Or what? I think I read that wrong. I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time, all by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning! The two of you look like you're doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What do you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. That's not a good thing, Pearl. Not a good thing at all. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you could do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today. Excuse me, and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help.
Mr. Nick, that's enough! You can't show weakness in front of the person you love!
Pearly! Not this again! Please, can you do this for us, Pearls?
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later, then. I'll leave you two to your alone time.
Phew, thank goodness. Nick? This way, Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? Well, it's obvious. Phoenix doesn't want Pearl to see her mother treated like a criminal. June 22nd, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Franziska von Karma. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world, huh? Sounds like you've made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish, you foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case from the beginning of becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Well, like I said, your father had a 40-year track record and we beat his ass, so, 5 years is nothing, girly. That's literally only 1/8 of his literally only 1/8 of his record. So, stop trying to act like you're cool, Miss Von Karma. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. That's nice, Miss Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such a good spirits today, Miss Fey. Oh, lovely. There was a freaking, motorcycle freaking being a jerk. It's true what they say. Women really are scary when they fight. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That the defendant could have left the channeling chamber, correct? Yes. And this key is proof of that. This key, the only key to the channeling chamber, was not where it should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But Miss Von Karma! Then, how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I am saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that is when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Poor Mia, she seemed really torn by this. Alright, we're gonna do one cross-examination before we end things off. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I'm a spirit medium, in a manner of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a manner of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit severing technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit severing technique? A technique to remove a spirit from a body and send it back to the other world. That is... Yes, that is... You, be quiet. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape the channeling chamber. Order! Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. Maya's escape. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I request that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short time. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. What? But Phoenix would have seen that, correct? Wait, hold on. Maybe I just didn't really think. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for my Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix. Fight! Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. She's out for revenge, of course. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to to find a crack in her testimony. Alright, first we're going to press everything, because that's what I usually do. I don't think that I paid full attention to what she said. I guess I was focusing too much on doing voice acting here. After we heard the gunshot, those two broke the door and opened the chamber. Okay, press. Just now, you said those two. Who were the two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Yeah, I want to say that in the Japanese version, I want to say in the Japanese version that Lotta Hart is in fact actually from the US, which is why she was referring to her as a foreign lady, even in the US version. Okay, Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I can really see people in the Heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Mr. Fay? I request that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as call the police? If there was a possibility of escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another... Another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? Wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. The lives of both the good sir and the camerawoman may be in danger, is what I thought to myself. Oh, I see what you're doing here. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and about one of us. Did I refer to Morgan as Mr. Sir? Oops. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Press. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however... The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. She was covering for Maya. Let's question further, of course. So, you were covering for the defendant? Well, yes. It was only later that I was informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What, pray tell, did she... Ugh. That this witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. Yes, very well. Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in the pit of my stomach? Now, Fitness, continue with what happened. Then quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped. What? Then quite suddenly, she thrusted away from herself and escaped from the room. I swear, why do I always lose my voice by the end of these recording sessions? Even when I'm not doing overly dramatic readings. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit to such a thing, however, yes. But you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time, the defendant was not physically Maya Fey. Excuse me? Ack! Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with the great strength, she hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. Press. You fainted? I became dizzy and then I collapsed onto the floor. How long were you unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps. And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time. Happy Fitness, elaborate on that point for us. And this should be the last point, right? I am afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Alright, press. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Question further, of course. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went? I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that the fitness is not able to confirm this. But the key word here is that this fitness. Now she's gonna do it anyway. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Miss Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. And we'll save that for later, actually. Let's go ahead and hit save. Suspending game. Yay! Well, that was the first part of the case and everything. So, with that being said, I wonder who this next mysterious person is going to be. I'm going to assume that's going to be Mini. I mean, who else would it be? George Clooney, perhaps? Maybe? I mean, it could be George Clooney for all we know. I don't know. Maybe? Anyway, there's one thing. I guess I just usually have, like, random things to say at the end of each recording session. The one thing I wanted to mention here is that, I remember mentioning the non-canonical 5th case of the first game in it was either the last recording session, 2 recording sessions ago. I'd like to elaborate on that. Basically, this game, I believe the 4th and the 3rd game also only have 4 cases, I believe. The first game originally only had 4 cases, because you need to know that the first 3 games of the Ace Attorney series were originally Game Boy Advance games, but they got ported to the DS later on. The Game Boy Advance versions are Japanese only, by the way, I'm pretty sure. But they felt the localization team, or not the localization team, but the developers, they thought that the game, the first 4 cases were the first game was a bit too short, so they added in a non-canonical 5th case. It introduced a character. I don't remember what her name was. She was our partner. I forgot what her name was, but from what I understand, I believe she actually does make an appearance in Apollo Justice, maybe? I don't know. But it's non-canonical case, and I believe you do actually have the option of either winning or losing that case. And I believe that's actually the longest case in Ace Attorney history. That case is freaking 12 hours long at a bare minimum. It's literally as long as the first 4 cases combined of the first game, which is kind of ridiculous. This game is 16 hours according to How Long to Beat, in case you were curious. But with that being said, that's enough of that hullabaloo. I believe now it's time to end up the recording session. So if you like this series this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. What? If you like this video, this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. Please feel free to leave a like. If you thought it was cool, please feel free to subscribe and join the Elven Bread that today. Also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!